I actually have not continued to do that tradition, but I still think it's really fun and funny. And just whenever I think about it, that one makes me laugh. Today's video is a collaboration and it's hosted by Christy from These Little Sprouts. So make sure you check out Christy's channel. There is going to be a bunch of other moms sharing just what their family Christmas traditions are. So make sure you check out her channel as well as the entire playlist of other moms so you can see everybody's family Christmas traditions. So I asked my daughters, what are some of your favorite Christmas traditions? And I just took the first answer from each of them. So Larissa, the first one was looking at Christmas lights. There is it's a really cool house and it's huge, and they have a bunch of property that they completely decorate and just go all out, and it's amazing. We really love seeing and going there every single year, and then it's just fun to kind of drive around neighborhoods and see who all is decorating. But there's a few key places that we hit every single year. The next one, Lola, she is 5. She said her favorite Christmas tradition is opening presents. I feel like not much more needs to be said about that. Of course, every 5-year-old wants to open presents. Alexia, she is 8 years old. Hers was opening a Christmas gift on Christmas Eve. So every Christmas Eve, and this is a tradition that my mom did with us, so it's really fun to bring in some of mine from like when I was a kid and carry those on, and then start some of our traditions of our own for our family. I wrap up, I get everybody new pajamas, whether they're Christmas related or not, and we open those every Christmas Eve. So next is, and this is one of my favorites, is that starting, depending on the year, like last year was 2020, it was a little crazy, so we started it a little earlier, but most of the time it is starting the Friday, Black Friday, we start watching Christmas movies. So every single Friday night of the year, we have family movie night, and for the whole month of December, all of the movies that we watch are all Christmas movies. So we try to get through a bunch of them, as many as we can. I feel like some of them we do a few times. So the good, all the good ones, my husband's favorite, Home Alone and Home Alone 2, we're like 90s kids, and so we just love some Home Alone. I don't know, I'm not super into like the Hallmark movies. I know I'm probably the only female my age who doesn't like Hallmark movies, but I don't really get into them, but I love all the other kinds of Christmas movies. So Christmas movies for sure, absolutely the best, so fun, I love them. Now that my daughters are a little bit older, the past few years, this is one of our kind of newer ones, is that they like to buy each other a present, because before we could just buy them something and say, yeah, this is from your sister, but now they really want to buy each other gifts. So what we do is either me and my mother-in-law or me and my husband will take them to Five Below, and I think we're gonna have to add a third adult now that Lola's old enough now, she's 5. And so anyway, we take each adult gets a girl, and we go through Five Below and we help them, and they choose a gift for their sister. So it's very fun, they love it, they get excited, they actually keep this secret, which is shocking, and they give each other a gift, and they are super excited to buy something for their sister that's really special, and then for them to open it on Christmas Day, and then they get to see how it feels to give someone a gift and not just receive gifts, and that is very exciting to them. So that is something that, again, we just started the past maybe 2 or 3 years, but that's something that we want to continue moving forward. And as they get older, I'm sure it will be more than Five Below, but for now, they are happy with that. So now let's talk decoration. So I don't know, I feel like after I turned maybe 10, 12 years old, I just don't get the appeal of decorating a Christmas tree, and I especially hate undecorating a Christmas tree. It's just not my thing. I love to see them decorated. They're beautiful. I love them. I just don't like get any satisfaction out of decorating a tree. So thankfully my husband likes to, and my daughters, now that they're older, like to as well. And so they've been decorating themselves the last few years, and they just really love that. So what they do is we'll put on a Christmas movie or Christmas music, we get some hot cocoa, and they decorate the tree. So we get all the ornaments out, and yes, in years past, all of the ornaments were in the left lower quadrant of the tree. This year it's gotten a lot better. There's still some that are like way cluttered and clustered together, but that's okay. Like I love it. I love that A, they want to decorate, and so I don't have to, and B, I just love seeing like how sweet is it when little kids decorate, and like it's all, you know, it's definitely not how we would do it as an adult. And so I think it's that much more special. And then, so they do that, and then I decorate the rest of the house, which I absolutely love to do. That's my thing. I would rather decorate, you know, random spots in our house for Christmas, leave the tree to them. And then lastly, my husband, we have a bay window. It's actually right here. He decorates the window every year, and that's his thing. He loves putting a little display, and each year it looks a little bit different, and so that's his pride and joy right there. I tell you what, he gets so much satisfaction and enjoyment out of decorating our bay window. So I let him do that. I leave the tree to the girls, and then I decorate the inside, but it's fun. We just have hot cocoa, make memories. So that is how we end up decorating every year. And then one little one that we do is a few years ago, I just randomly bought this kind of on a whim. I thought it was really cute. It's like a galvanized metal sign, and it's a countdown to Christmas, and it has a little magnet, and starting on December 1st, they move the magnet, and it counts up to the 25th. And so each day, one girl gets to move, you know, the magnet to the next day, and they just love counting down and saying, oh man, there's still, you know, 19 more days till Christmas, or, you know, 14 more days. And that really kind of, it's something so little that I literally never thought twice of that they would even get excited about. Stuff like that really, really excites them. And then some new ones that we just started last year that I want to continue moving forward is doing an Advent, and we do that in school in the morning as part of our morning time. We kind of put a pause on like our Bible curriculum and then just focus on the Advent. And then so I keep it very, very simple. I just do an app, like from the Bible app. We do a reading. We read a portion of the Bible. While I'm doing that, they have this, it's like a house, it's a giant house that they are coloring, and they can color in one portion each day. I give them their little piece of candy, and they are happy with it. Like, they remember that from last year. I forgot about them coloring the house, and they were like, can we color the house again? So they were excited. Something so simple sometimes is what keeps them happy. So that is something I'm excited to start as a new tradition for us going forward. And then also reading a Christmas picture book every single day for the month of December, or as many as we can. I don't own 25 picture books, so I'm slowly building my collection, but for now I am just getting what I can, using what we can, and then checking some from the library, and that's kind of how we're gonna fill out that 25 days. And if it's not 25 full days, it'll be okay, but just trying to read one picture book a day. And again, if we miss a day or two here, it's not the end of the world. So growing up, I remember the kids in my class would be like, yeah, I got up at 6 and all my presents were opened at 6:30 before my parents could even wake up. We weren't allowed to do that. My mom had to make cinnamon rolls, and we had to have like a breakfast. My dad read, you know, the story of Jesus and all of that. And then finally, maybe like 9 or 10 o'clock is when we started to open presents. So that's kind of what I'm used to. I feel like you put a lot of work into buying presents, wrapping them. We put so much emphasis and effort into making this day special that to just get up at 6 o'clock and like be half asleep while the children are just rushing to open presents, kind of, for me, it defeats the purpose. For other people, it may be totally fine and that works. But for us, we take our time. So in the morning, I continue the tradition of cinnamon rolls every Christmas. We do that ever since I was a child. We did that. And then we add sausage balls, which sounds really disgusting, but it's actually really good. It's just Bisquick, cheese, and ground sausage together, and it makes like a little biscuit type of thing. And we only have them on Christmas, but they're really good. So I kind of make like a brunch out of that, and then the girls are so anxious to open presents, but I like to take our time. So we go in a specific order. We'll start like youngest to oldest. Obviously the kids have a lot more presents than we adults do, but so we focus on them, obviously, mostly, and then every once in a while we'll sprinkle in an adult gift and, a grown-up gift as well. And so that's kind of how we do it on Christmas. And then their gift from Santa is last. They open that last, and it's usually something they've been really looking forward to or have asked for specifically. And so they really look forward to that. And then after we open everything is then when they do their stockings. And then that's pretty much it. And then we kind of relax the rest of the day. Sometimes we will have dinner, like a big fancy dinner. Sometimes we keep it easy. I don't know. After all that, I really have no desire to cook after I've done a breakfast and Christmas and all that. So we'll see what we do this year. So those are some of our favorite Christmas traditions. They are nothing like super crazy or super fancy or super extra. Just, I feel like simple, fun things that'll be memorable. I do have a few ideas that I want to add as they get older. And so those are kind of in the works now-ish. And so I'm excited to incorporate those as well. You can keep it very simple and very basic. And Christmas in itself, especially as a child, is very magical for children anyway. And so I feel like that in and of itself is plenty, is enough. Thanks so much for watching our favorite Christmas traditions. If you have one that you absolutely love doing and your family just enjoys looking forward to every single year, please let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear. I love hearing what other people are doing. Thanks so much for watching. Until next time, see you later. Okay, so really quick, one last one. This is not something I do. My mom, it was what she did. So growing up, she never wanted to put our names on the presents because someone would always count to make sure that they were equal. And so she would do like code names. One year, like she did the names of our pets, and every year it was really funny. She just switched it up, and so we never knew who was going to be what character until Christmas. One year she did the Three Stooges, Larry, Moe, and Curly. It would be like, Larry has 12 presents and Moe has 11. So I hope I'm Larry. And that's how it was. And so on Christmas morning, she would reveal the names to us of who we were. And so we never knew until Christmas morning which character we were gonna be. And I was Moe because I had these really terrible, like thick bangs, and so I was Moe, and my siblings were Larry and Curly. But she got pretty creative with some of those some of the names, but I'll just never forget. I was Moe because I had these really thick, horrible bangs. I think my mom had to do that honestly because of me, because I was like super into like everything has to be equal and fair and nobody can have more presents than the other. So I actually have not continued to do that tradition, but I still think it's really fun and funny. And just whenever I think about it, that one makes me laugh.